Hello everyone. In this session we are going to see about actuators used in robots and this topic actuators I had made into two sections of videos, and in this video we are going to see about the overall uh, overview about the actuators in the robots. In the consecutive video, next video we will see about what are all the available actuators in a detailed manner. So let's get into the session. Actuators. So actuators are nothing but mechanisms, so which is used to move the things from one place to another, and it enables the effector to execute an action which is assigned by the human being. So it is the device that provides a motive power to the process. So what are all the actuators available in the robotics, industrial robotics? They are electric motors, which uses the current, and hydraulic cylinders which uses a fluid pressure, and pneumatic cylinder which uses air pressure as a actuating mechanism to do the task. And actuators, so common robotic actuators utilize combination of different electromechanical devices. So what are all the electromechanical devices? They are synchronous motor, stepper motor, AC servo motor, brushless DC servo motor, and brushed DC servo motor. Synchronous motor, so it has a rotor which rotates at the same speed of rotating magnetic field. So despite of load increase, motor runs at same synchronous speed, which means இங்க என்ன சொல்றாங்க அப்படின்னா, whatever may be the load, whether a high load or medium load, and if the motor starts initially without any load, so start பண்ணும்போது initially எந்த load இல்லைனாலும் after the time, if we applied a load, then there will be no difference at all in the uh, rotor speed. So what is the speed of the rotor will be same at the same rotor speed even after applying the load. So that is known as synchronous motor. If it is not, if it is less than the synchronous speed or rotating magnetic field, then it will be known as asynchronous motor. And they are widely used in areas where precise and constant speed required in case of synchronous motor. And then stepper motor, we will know that in terms of increments, so by means of angular increments the rotor will rotate. And in case of AC motor, so it has a stator with coils where alternating current supplied, so from which rotating magnetic field, and as inside a rotor attached to output shaft producing second rotating magnetic field. So which is nothing but AC servo motor. So it uses alternating current. So என்ன சொல்றாங்க அப்படின்னா, stator and rotor there will be the components present in the motor. So statorல என்ன பண்றாங்க அப்படின்னா alternating current கொடுக்குறாங்க. So அதனால rotating magnetic field induce ஆகுது. And so rotator end, which is commonly attached with the output shaft, will induce second rotating magnetic field, and so the rotational movement of shaft is obtained. And in case of DC motor, so DC motor, that movement is produced by physical behavior of electromagnetism. So it has inductors inside which produce magnetic field to generate the movement. So DC motor பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் என்ன அப்படின்னா, அந்த ஒரு மூமெண்ட், ரொட்டேஷனல் மூமெண்ட் எப்படி வருது அப்படின்னா physical behavior of electromagnetism. So it has inductors inside. So DC மோட்டாருக்குள்ள அந்த inductors இருக்கிறது, so அது which produces magnetic field used to generate that rotational movement. So it has a classification like brushless and brushed. So these are the stepper motor, AC and DC motors. From the left side, this is known as Stepper motors, examples of stepper motors. This is a rotor and these are all the stators. So all these will have an example and an working animation video, and which will be given in the next video. I will give in the with a suitable example in the next video. And this case is nothing but AC motor and this is DC motor. And actuators, what are all the several other actuators available in the robots? Hydraulic motor, pneumatic cylinder, stepper motor, pneumatic motor, DC motor, servo motors. So these are all the motors which gives that actuating mechanism. And what are all the power sources for this actuation? Mainly there are electric, pneumatic and hydraulic. These are all the three power sources available in the industrial robots to actuate the working mechanism. So first one, electric. So all robots use electricity as the primary source of energy. So electricity turns the pumps that provide hydraulic and pneumatic pressure. In order to get that hydraulic or pneumatic pressure, electricity is must. So it also powers the robot controller and all the electronic components and peripheral devices. So electricity is the main and most wanted thing to actuate not only the mechanism but also other components like peripheral devices, etc. So in all electric robots, the drive actuators as well as the controller are electrically powered. So in all electric robots, which means so this kind of powered robots will have the drive actuators under the controller. They are powered with the electrical source. Because electric robot do not require a hydraulic power unit, they conserve floor space and decrease factory noise. So when we are going for electric powered robots, then it does not require any hydraulic unit or a pneumatic unit which consumes the floor space or additional space. It occupies occupies additional spaces, and so this electric powered robots does not require this kind of units, and so the noise from the factory will be very low and no energy conversion is required. So since either hydraulic or pneumatic, that requires energy conversion to do the actuating mechanism, but in case of electric, the direct electric source either AC or DC will do the actuation mechanism. And pneumatic, in case of pneumatic, they are found in relatively low cost manipulators with low load carrying capacity. So low load carrying capacity is nothing but it does not operate under high loads. So wherever the load capacity is medium or less than the medium, then the pneumatic source is reliable. So pneumatic drives have been used for many years for powering simple stop to stop motion. So either from point to point, from one point to another point, or either lifting up from the floor to the distance, and it is inherently lightweight, particularly when operating pressures are moderate. So either pneumatic and hydraulic, there will be a pressure. So when the operating pressures are moderate, then the most reliable source is pneumatic when compared to hydraulic. And hydraulics, so or either linear position actuators or a rotary vane configuration. So in this case, hydraulic powered actuator, the position will be linear or else rotary. In both configurations they can be operated. So hydraulic actuators provide a large amount of power for a given actuators. The high power to weight ratio makes the hydraulic actuator an attractive choice for moving moderate to high loads at reasonable speeds and moderate noise level. So hydraulic actuators, wherever the power to weight ratio is high and the load carrying capacity is moderate to high, and wherever the heavy equipments need to be moved, then this hydraulic powered actuators is widely used. So hydraulic motors usually provide a more efficient way of energy to achieve a better performance, but they are expensive and generally less accurate. So since the payload capacity is high, and the accuracy is somewhat less than the pneumatic, they are very expensive, as because uh, hydraulic motors are more efficient than the pneumatic powered actuators. And these robot actuators power sources are compared with one another. In the left we can see that hydraulic, and in the middle electric, and on the right pneumatic actuators. So in case of payload, hydraulic actuators are suitable for large robots and heavy payload, and in case of electric, all sizes of robots. And in case of pneumatic, the payload should be medium. Then only pneumatic will be operated or opted for work. And in case of power to weight ratio, hydraulic will have the highest power to weight ratio, and electric will have medium power to weight ratio. And in case of pneumatic, then low power to weight ratio. And hydraulic actuators will have the stiff system, high accuracy, better response. And in case of electric, the stiffness will be low. And in case of pneumatic, very low stiffness and inaccurate response. And in case of hydraulic, no reduction gear is needed or required. And in case of electric, reduction gears used reduce inertia on the monitor. And in case of pneumatic, similar to hydraulic, no reduction gear is needed. And hydraulic operating pressure is high when compared to the pneumatic, and pneumatic will have low pressure when compared to hydraulics. And despite of this hydraulic and pneumatic actuators, electric actuators does not require any operating pressure. Since hydraulic and pneumatic there may be a leak, but in case of electric there will be no leak and all. And when compared all this hydraulic, electric and pneumatic, the maintenance will be high in the hydraulic, and the source will be reliable. All these sources will be reliable, but hydraulic requires more maintenance than the electric and pneumatic actuators. And the hydraulic actuators requires pump, reservoir, motor hose, etc. And in case of electric, it requires only a motor. And in case of pneumatic, compressor, reservoir, motor hoses, etc. So these are all the components required for each actuators. And hydraulic is somewhat less noisy than the pneumatic system, and the pneumatic system will have more noisier. And electric, then the operation will be in a smooth manner. And hydraulic is very susceptible to dirt and other foreign material in oil. And in case of pneumatic, moderate control and good for high precision robots. And electric will have better control, good for high precision robots. And in case of viscosity of oil changes with temperature in the hydraulic. And in case of pneumatic, difficult to control their linear position. And in case of electric, motor needs braking device when not powered, otherwise the arm will fail. So if a power is cut down, then a braking device is required in case of electric actuators, so that the arm will not fail. If not, that arm or end effector will get failed. And when it comes to the pricing or money, hydraulic is a most expensive system, and electric actuators will have moderate cost system, and in case of pneumatic it is a very much cheaper when compared to other two things. And in case of working medium, the hydraulic will have oil, and pneumatic will have air. And in case of electric, it produces a rotational force when current carrying conductor is placed in the magnetic field. So with this, the robot actuators introduction is over, and in the next video we will see about that available motors, DC motor, servo motor, stepper motor, uh, synchronous motors. All these actuators will have an working animation and the narration. So thank you.